Hey, what is up guys? So today I'm going through some tips and tricks on the new event quest Chadwick and Tom's Champion Challenge. So for those who are going for the Legends badge, do take note that in round 3, once you have completed the second path, remember to select B to carry on with the remaining paths, as teleporting to A will bring you straight to Thanos instead. So yeah, as for the rest of the portals, they should bring you to the next path when you select A. But yeah, just spend a few seconds of your time to just check where the portals will take you. For the note prove yourself, you are required to get to 15 combo hits before your attacks do any damage. So just plan well and use your special attacks once you have reached 14 combo hits to quickly move on to the next fight. In my opinion, the fastest way to get to 15 combo hits is using Start Enhanced Spidey, provided that you pair him up with either Kamala Khan or Miles Morales for the extended 30% stun duration. So what I did was I get the initial parry, follow up with 2 mediums, then a 5-hit combo, and repeat. This will pretty much bring you up to 14 combo hits, and you should be able to activate your SP1, stun him, and do a medium light medium, and then finish off with a 5-hit combo. Now that that's done, let's go on to the last path of round 4, which doesn't seem to be as difficult as compared to the past challenges, but I guess the new node, Counter Tactics, makes up for it. So as your combo hit increases, same goes for the opponent's base attack. So yeah, if you make a mistake or just take too many block hits, you're screwed. The more important notes for the first fight are Immune to Bleed and Limber, so I recommend using a Cosmic Champion to shut down stuck Spidey's AI, so you won't have to apply a heavy attack just for your specials to land. I entered with OG Thor and relied on intercepting with a light attack after every 3 to 4 hits. So if you're using this intercept, do be careful not to get clipped by his mediums and SP1, especially since his movement is slightly faster, so if you fail to continue the intercept, just dash back and wait for another opportunity. I tried not to parry that much since he had counter tactics and limber, but just do what works for you and your fighting style. So since I haven't parried him once, I'm able to then get 2 5-hit combos after my SP1 and push him to his SP2. So in case you're unsure on how to evade the webs, just swipe back when the first is about to hit you and focus on the left side of the screen. Swipe back again when you see the second web at the arrow mark. So anyways, last tip for this fight is to slow down your attacks when he's below 50% health. That's because when he's under 50%, he gets an additional 7% chance to evade any incoming attack. So along with his passive 3%, that's like evading 1 in every 10 hits. For the second fight, we are up against an Iron Man that is on Arc Overload and Stun Immunity, and the first two notes are the same, so heal blocks on specials and counter tactics. And for me, there are 2 ways to use Dr. Voodoo. One is power draining with SP2 and just constantly applying SP1s, which is shown in this fight, and the second is baiting out opponents SP1 while I just poison them with SP1s. So that will be shown in the next fight against Gamora. So the plan for this fight is to push him to the corner, apply a SP2, then just keep firing off my SP1, and if possible, time it well so that when the regeneration buff is active, I'm able to convert it into poisons as well, And there are two intercepts shown whenever I'm using Dr. Voodoo. One is the forehead dashback intercept, which many of you should know by now, and the second is just intercepting whenever he gets up from special attacks. So that can be done by simply connecting with a light attack as soon as you see the opponent gets up, and once you manage to take him down, the remaining fights before Thanos shouldn't be too much of a problem. So up next we have Gamora. It's not too difficult of a fight even with the notes, so you can bring in champions that inflict bleed since the duration of it is increased by 100%. But just take note of Limber and her SP2, which covers a little distance. And like I've mentioned, the plan for this fight is to bait out her SP1 while I poison her with my SP1. So just push her close enough to her SP2 and bait it out, because whenever she's under a bar of power, you will have to intercept, and yeah, mistakes could happen there. Moving on, we've got Star-Lord to deal with, and he's got Power Gain along with Strike Back and Limber. Power control champs like Magic and Vision are both great options, and I should have brought them in, but anyways, I'm using Dr. Voodoo. So one bad part about him is that you have to be very lucky with the lowers, since it's only 10% chance on every hit to apply on the opponent. So yeah, if there's no lowers, you can't power burn or drain the opponent unless you use your SP3. And we are down to the second last fight of this challenge, and we have Groot. So I went ahead and revived Dr. Voodoo because converting all the buffs that Groot will receive into poison is just satisfying. Magic, Model, and Morningstar are great options for this fight since Magic's SP3, Models, and Morningstar's SP2 deal quite a lot of damage when the opponent has tons of buffs. So yeah, anyways, when I was recording this fight, the audio somehow got cut off after my third SP3 activation. So yeah, the fight against Thanos will be me bringing in a different team setup. And we have the last fight against Thanos, so he's got Unblockable SP1, Power Gain, and Immune to debuffs. So before the new team setup, I tried Yellow Jacket, and it's just bad. I don't know why I thought he would work, but yeah, comparing him with Star-Lord at around 100 hits, you can see the huge difference. So yeah, Star-Lord and Star-Enhanced Spidey are definitely the best options for this fight, and maybe Dr. Voodoo if you play really well. Because since he's levitating, I think his dashback doesn't cover as much ground, and when up against Thanos, he can be easily clipped by his medium attack. So yeah, that is it. The remaining is just me trying my best to one-shot Thanos. Hope you guys found this useful. Let me know if there's anything that I missed out, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care. Adios.
Ooh.